video, this live, this Ruthless conversation is brought to you all by Bonita's Southern Style Sweet Potato Pies. I tell you guys, I've had her pies and they are extremely good. So go to bonitapies.com and make sure you purchase one of her pies. Okay, so now I'm going to bring to you all the Alnisa Chislom. Okay, she's going to pop on in here with us. Hey, Miss Beauty. How are you?
How are you?
I'm great, great, great. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you. Awesome, always a good time. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. Tell me, who is Alnisa Chislom?
Alnisa Chislom. Okay. Well, Alnisa Chislom is a woman that is from Newark, New Jersey, okay, that currently lives in Atlanta. I am a mother. I am a grandmother. I am a prayer warrior. I am a woman that moves by faith and not by
Yes.
motivator. I am an encourager. I
Yes.
am that is what Alnisa is.
Family.
Well, okay, it all started with me and for the casting. I saw the casting and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get picked for this. And I kind of went back and forth, honestly, with my faith. Like, God, can I do this? I really had to pray. Like, God, is this all right? And once I actually got the go, he said, oh, you're not going to forget about who I am. I need you to just go and do what I tell you to do. And I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in for it. And I don't know if I'm going to get picked. You know what I mean? But I'll just keep my fingers crossed, as they say, and just keep praying. And I went ahead and I submitted for it. And not that, long later, I got the booking. And when I got the booking, I will tell you my first response, my heart was pounding out of my chest. I'm sitting there to do. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to Tyler Perry Studios. Now, this had been a dream for my entire life. Like, when I used to watch this stuff and I was getting abused, I would sit there and I was that woman that would curl up with the glass of wine and cry and dream and cry and pray and dream. And I kept seeing it. And like I said, you can't discount the things that God keeps showing you. I kept seeing it, but a part of me didn't want to believe it, but wanted to believe it.
Right.
So it actually manifested itself. I was like, wow, so this is really happening. You know what I mean? I got the call back. I decided to just go in on the studios, and I can tell you, just pulling up to the gates, I can't even explain how I feel. I try not to say this without crying because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It truly was a dream come true. It was like I was in a dream. You know how you have those dreams and you wake up and it feel like it's so real? It felt like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just waiting for somebody to pinch me and say, girl, get up. You know what I mean? This is the dream. But it was my dream coming true.
Yes.
It was my dream coming true. And when I crossed over those gates, I looked around and I thought about how many people, great and awesome people, had crossed the same pathway. Not only, Mr. Tyler Perry, but individuals like Oprah and, all these big, great people who he has these stage names after. And I'm thinking, like, I'm actually walking these grounds? This is actually happening to little old Alnisa from North New Jersey, from the hood, from the ghetto, that people say, oh, nothing ever gonna happen with her, nothing good gonna happen with her. And when I got on set, it was simply amazing. But I remember it being almost 300, of people, extras and background, and there was so many of us that, right away I was like, oh my God, I got discouraged. There's no way, this man is ever going to see my face. There's so many of us, and there were, but it got to a specific point of time when we were rolling, and this was within the first season, that I had one of the ADs, the assistant directors, walk up to me and say, come here.
I'm going to change lanes a little bit, but respect.
Okay.
Respect. The Aretha Franklin story, how did that happen?
That right there was the same type of situation. I saw the casting, and I went ahead and I applied for it, and got the response back, and went to set, and I had no idea that I was going to get a chance to actually interact with Miss Hudson. You know what I mean? When I tell you she has a very powerful, strong presence, oh my God, yes, she does.
Right.
There is something major over her life, and I believe that she's another one that you just can't be around and not be able to listen, follow directions, and all this other stuff. And that's because these people, they don't have time, for people who want to waste time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, time is valuable. And when you realize your time is valuable, you won't allow anyone to waste it.
Right.
Just getting a chance to work on that set was a complete honor. To be able to sit there and watch, the greats and work around, everyone that was there on cast, they were awesome. They were awesome. I mean, it was an awesome opportunity. And to hear the story, replayed of the great late Aretha Franklin, rest in, that was an honor to even be chosen to be able to sit there and to see it unfolding before everybody else's eyes can actually see it. To watch Jennifer Hudson embody Aretha Franklin so well. It was just like, wow. It was like Miss Aretha Franklin, later Aretha Franklin, put herself on the inside of her body.
Right.
This is how you gonna do me. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
I mean, that's why I said her presence and everything was so Miss Aretha Franklin. It was like, who am I looking at, Miss Hudson or Aretha Franklin, like reincarnated? Like, wow. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the opportunity, it presented itself. I jumped on it. It was a great, awesome time to work around the cast and all the other members in the background that were there as well. We had a great time making that movie. I'm not even gonna lie. You can, if you've gotten a chance to see it, the concert and the church scenes that were so powerful and filled. I can tell you, filled with the Holy Ghost. I mean, you had people really crying and really shouting, and because it touched them in such a way. And like I explained to you before, that a lot of times when you're running after these dreams and you're doing all this stuff, you're kind of sometimes in a place where what seems like stagnation, and actually at that specific time I was going through a lot. And it was like when she was doing what she was doing, it was showing me again, you can be anything.
Right.
You can do anything. Again, knowing where she's come from, the things that she's been through. You know what I mean? Her family and everything like that. And she's still audacity to get up and do and be as great as she can be. That means we have, and we should hold no excuses. Because when we look at people that has gone before us, that have set these great examples, why are we making excuses?
Right.
Because people say, well, I don't have nobody. But if you line yourself up to be where you're supposed to be, all of the right somebody's going to come to you.
Absolutely.
All the right somebodies you need are going to come to you.
Yeah.
Not everybody, like I heard that, not everybody that follows you supports you. So you have to be very careful of who you allow to actually attach themselves to you. Because there's some people that just want to see what you're doing and kind of want to be nosy.
Exactly.
Where she at? Where he at right now? What they doing? There ain't nobody. That part. You see what I mean? But then others that sometimes we may even think that are not true supporters. And those a lot of times will be the ones that's cheering you on. Yeah, girl, get it. And be like, she don't like me. Yes, she do. She love you. You know what I mean? I have no idea. And that person actually wants you to win. So, we have to actually get to the point where we have a bit of discernment of being able to separate the two and understand that followers, do not give you the support that you necessarily need. And if you put all your energy in how many people are following you, how many people are looking at your content, I mean, you may have nobody open up your stuff and look at your stuff, but will you keep going? You know what I mean? Because wow, you gonna hit something,
What's good, all my Ruthless addicts? Thank you guys for stopping by and tuning in to this week's Ruthless conversation with our girl, Alnisa Chislom. If you guys are interested in finding her, please feel free to go to her Instagram page at official page 4 underscore Alnisa Chislom on Instagram. Okay, this conversation was so exciting and so needed for everyone. It's very inspirational, so make sure you guys listen to it in its entirety. It has been cut down a little because of, for the sake of time, but again, thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you go and follow her on Instagram as well as Facebook at Alnisa Shoemate. Okay, thank you guys, and you guys have a great week.
When the sun go down, we run the city. Fear the angels, but the demons with me. When the sun go down, best believe it. Nothing to do, the streets is undefeated. When the sun go down, ooh, it get wild, baby, wild, baby, wild, baby, wild.